Hey there, folks. It's a weekend ending up here. I've had a good weekend going back and looking at old battles and made my way a little bit more up the leaderboards. I believe it's at 32 worldwide all time. And I've gotten up to 29 over the past few days, which has been really fun. Really fun using the plugins. Saw occasional usage of the PC unit when I was revisiting old challenges or battles, which is really fun. Once again, I don't share the code of the battles because those are all time, but the techniques that I use day in, day out absolutely contribute to my space here. I know that this placement at 29 of the top players will not last. I think I steady state out at about 35, but as more people play, I expect more people to rise in those ranks. And of course, we've got all the top players, who are so excellent, so excellent, and active in the Discord. If it's interesting to you to hear what they have to say about CSS battles, absolutely join the Discord. Lots of great conversation about what the techniques are, what the tools are. Super good stuff. All right, with that digression, let's go to do the daily target. Love it. Okay, cool. Okay. Can we do this with a repeating conic gradient and then two circles? Probably. Let's find out. I think okay. Let's. I'm overthinking it. All right, let's not overthink it. Let's do a conic gradient. Conic gradient at 40 pixels, 60 pixels, something like that. Transparent, 75%, and then this light color 0. All right, and then, well, I guess I need to, actually what I need to do is set the nested template correctly 3 for 40, 45, 46, 47, and this would be 50, 52. All right, now let's fix that up. Looks like it's at 30, and then we put that in the upper corner, 0, 0, 100 pixels, 100 pixels. 1, 2, 3, and this is probably less wide. 50, 50, perfect. Quite like that. Now the circle, we can make it repeat. Either way, we need to. What am I trying to say? Either way, we need two gradients, I believe, because we need to, if we do a single circle, we need to do it twice, so we can put that in a variable. We could also do something like, maybe that's the best thing. Maybe that's the best thing, actually. And what if we put this, so we would need this, and we would need the same kind of covering gradient if we put this on the on just the body and didn't do the nested template with the margins. We lose the margin tag. Okay, yeah, so G for gradient, radial gradient, 1Q, this color, 0, 20 pixels, let's say, transparent, and semicolon, and then just do a var, G, and comma. And there's our circle. It's too big. How about 15? And var G twice. And on the horizontal axis, how about minus 20 pixels? 25. And then this would be 25 pixels. And that's a nice clean way to do this guy. I like that. I like that. Do we have other choices? Do we have other choices? Probably we do. Well, let's minify and unit replace. What if, so yeah, and that's a fine score. How about we know that it's 30 by 60. Each one of these is 30 by 60. So let's create an element that's 30 by 60. And yeah, we'll make an element that's 30 by 60. Ready? Seriously. Okay. So how do we do that? We need 30 by 60, so the height is 60. The margins, we just do 0. And then to get something 60 wide, we have to subtract 400 minus 30. Is it 370? And then 370 divided by 2? That can't be right. Is it 150, 185? Is that the guy? And then have no background. Now, if box, so color is going to be this. And then box shadow, 10 pixels, 50 pixels. Now, and I guess it's probably for the best if we put this purple on the body, otherwise our diffs look all wonky. All right, so let's go over more. 25, and then 55. And look at that. So the default we've got there, so we do need to put a margin on this, 10. So let's, so if we need to go, what, 60, so 30 by 60, of course. Okay. Or maybe 20. $25 by 60. What am I trying to do? 30, 40, 50, 40. What am I trying to do? I've lost track of what I'm trying. Oh, no. Okay. Here's what I want to do. Here's what I got. Okay. What I actually want to do is put that lower and put it exactly in the middle. So 110, 105, 115, 115. That's what I'm actually trying to do, I believe. Okay, so that's where I want that. And then if I set the box shadow correctly, vertically, 70. There it is. Okay, so now it's lots and lots of box shadows, right? So 50 pixel, so well, it's 55 pixels, 70 pixels, 60, 70, 125 pixels, 70 pixels, and then the opposite, minus 25 pixels. Just copy and paste all this nonsense, huh? Yeah, I think so, that's right. And then make these negative. Minus, minus, minus. Great. Silly, but effective. And I guess this would be minus on the vertical axis. Almost 6. Oh, and something's broken. Something's broken. Why? Oh, there it is. Single minus. Oh, so it's not. It's minus 70. No, minus 40. Oh, what do we got going on here? We got something wrong. Oh, there's a comma. Comma. There it is. Okay, so that math is wrong. It's not minus 70. It's minus 60. Hilarious. Okay. Now that we've done that, we still have the same. So I guess my iconic gradient is much better than this, right? I mean, this is very verbose, and even if I do unit replace, None of those replace, which is no good. Okay. Well, we don't need the color. Oh no, we do need the color. What we don't need is the background. Great. So let's make a second one. And so P plus P. Apologies for the scroll. Let's minify. We'll just do the minification because why not? Okay. If I force aspect ratio 1, does it work? No, kind of not really. Box shadow. So that's hilarious. Okay. Where were we? This is all looking pretty silly. So we need margin. We need a height, really. Height of, well, what's the width here? It's from 160 to 190, so 30. So the margins are going to be something like what if we just were lazy and said width 30? Yeah, that's going to be better. Okay, now we do the box shadow. A border radius. Well, is this a bad solution? Yeah, it's pretty bad. So there it is, minus 100, minus 50, 50, 50, minus 60, 55, 20, 25, minus 56, and then the next one will be 25 pixels, 50 minus 56. And that's it. It's a minified. And I guess we can replace this body with an ampersand probably. No, we can't. No, I was wrong because we get the margins set on the body. Not very efficient solution, but a relatively straightforward one, right? You got a circle element and you got a rectangle element. Not as good as this guy. Yeah, not as good as that. I like that solution for this one. I find myself a little curious as to if we did it all in one go, what does that look like? Yeah, why not? I'm feeling okay about that. Okay, so what's it look like if we want to do no margins, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do just this color, 75%, and then transparent, and then I think we know it's at 30 pixels, 60 pixels. Great. And then we say it's at 0, 0. And we know it's 50 pixels wide. Yeah. And we know it's 120 pixels tall. Is that correct? Let's see if we line that up. 100 pixels. 10. 40, 50, 55. And then the height of that is 110. Does that line up? So we need to be a little bit taller, right? Yeah, taller. 130, I think is what we want. Okay. Or the alternative, even sillier, we can make it shorter. What, 70? If we did that, what do we get? 80. Can we make that line up if we do 30, 40, 50, 60, 70? I don't think we can make it work in that instance, can we? No. So yeah, that's the guy we want. And we still have the same problem. My thought was to use a pattern to let these shine through, and I don't think that we can really do that. Or let the radial gradient be underneath. Yeah, that's no good. Well, I'm gonna abandon this idea. This was not a great idea. You can set, and we still end up with a gradient. Dash -g is going to be a conic gradient. No, radial gradient. Radial gradient. 1Q. That color 15 pixels, and then transparent. And then we plop that in var -g, comma, and we got to move it over 25 pixels, like we did. And then the same thing again with a minus 25 pixels. Great. And then we need a solution to the rest of it, which I believe is another conic gradient. And like I often do with a solution like this, is I will red 25%, yellow 0 50%, green 0 75%, and then say black 0. Okay, now what I would like to do is set that to no repeat. And so set it at 0 0, and set it what, 70%, something like that. And what do we want? Oh, we do need an at value, don't we? We need it at like 20%. And then we make it a little wider. 80. 75. No, 85. There we go. And now I'm going to let it repeat. Ooh, and then we want to go what, at 18%. All right, now we have the pieces that we need. So black ends up being this color. Green ends up being this color as well. That means we can just eliminate that. Clump. And then the rest is this color. We're going to remove red as a color stop and remove that 0 and submit that. And that's another solution. So 2 radial gradients to get the circles. Oh, and we're not even 100%. Ha ha ha, look at that. Oh, look at that. I love that. 5. There we go. Let's submit that. Caught me not looking. So I don't mind this solution. I don't mind this solution. It's a relatively clean. Minify, unit replace, submit. I don't think it's better. I guess we're gonna find out if it gets a better score. Probably not. Oh, back end error. We'll try one last time. We might be done. Long video. Appreciate you guys watching. Oh yeah, back end struggling. Yeah, so it's also 100% match, but it doesn't match the 667 solution, which does use the nested template. So the HTML element has this color on it, and then the rest of it is handled on the body tag, which is another way to go. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and go make that webpage. All right, bye.